Season 7 has now been delayed, but the main screen for the main menu has been revealed. So then, what has actually happened? Well, in a recent tweet from Sea of Thieves, they stated, "Captaincy is a huge addition to our pirate sandbox, and while we know delays are disappointing, it'll take just a little more time to get everything shipshape. Season 7 will now arrive on August 4th. More info on this from executive producer Joe Neat, and then there's a link to an article. Which on this article, Joe Neat says, "Hi everyone, I just wanted to share an update on the progression of Season 7 with you all. As revealed during the Xbox and Bethesda showcase in June, Captaincy is at the heart of Season 7, and this is an update we are hugely excited about. We believe Captaincy will transform the experience of playing Sea of Thieves, adding deeper meaning and history to every season and every encounter out on the seas, along with the much requested ability to own and finally name your ship. However, with such a fundamental update to the game, there is a lot of hidden work to be done in the background. This is an update that brings in a vast range of new stats to track and has required a complex partnership across our game, UI and service teams to bring it to life. As we started getting closer to the original stated release date, it became apparent that things were coming in hotter than we'd liked, and there was a real risk of not delivering to the quality and polish we expect, as well as putting an undue pressure across team to get it all over the line. Subsequently, we've made the decision to shift and release the date back slightly to August 4th. We understand it will be disappointing for those of you who are eagerly awaiting this update, and we appreciate your patience with this change. We know Season 6 has been a long one, but we are super excited about Captaincy and we hope you are too. Not too much longer to wait, we promise. We also want to make sure that with Season 7 arriving a little later than planned, you'll have plenty of time to play through this new season when it arrives and enjoy levelling up your renown. August promises to be an incredibly exciting month for Sea of Thieves. As we look past the launch of Season 7, we'll also have our next adventure, A Hunter's Cry, arriving on August 18th, so it's going to be a busy month. Running Sea of Thieves as an ongoing live service experience is still a journey where we learn new things every day, but we'll always consider what is the best course of action for players and our development team alike. We believe that the decision to shift this release is absolutely the right one to deliver the best experience for you all, whilst ensuring we continue to operate with a healthy and sustainable approach. Thank you for your understanding and your continued support for Sea of Thieves. We appreciate you all, and as always, we'll see you on the seas." And there we go, that's the article. So we'll get onto the attached image in a second, but what are my thoughts on all this? Well, it comes down to the fundamental thing that I'd rather a complete update than a buggy one. We've all encountered bugs in Sea of Thieves, and we've all encountered updates that were poorly released and poorly tested, so this is 100% the right direction, obviously. I know for a lot of you may not understand, and this may be really hard for you to comprehend, and it may be disappointing as, yeah, it's sad news, but it's definitely the right course of action to make sure they have the right time to polish Season 7. Anyway, if you haven't finished Season 6 yet, there's still more time to do that. The other thing to mention is that with Season 7 being delayed, that has also delayed the adventure to, instead of 1 week after Season 7, 2 weeks afterwards. It's going to be a very lackluster couple weeks for Sea of Thieves, but there's not long to hold out now, and if anything, it gives us more time to build up the hype. I know, again, sad news, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you think this is the right direction to take Sea of Thieves like I do? I'm genuinely interested to hear your thoughts. Alright then, onto the image, the attached Season 7 main screen. Okay, so as always, there is a lot we can pick out from this. Let's start off with what the general theme of it is. It's inside a captain's cabin. Looking out on an outpost, as we can see coming out of the door, is the Sovereign's tent, one of their outposts. We can see around the place there's lots of different objects, and to your surprise, they do symbolise certain things, which we'll get onto in a second. There's also customizations in the captain's cabin, with the chandelier, the chair, and even the voyage table all having different customizations, hence we already knew that we were getting customizable captain's cabin. In the bottom left, next to the map that's on an easel, we can see a fox. About a month ago, through a leaked image, we did already know that they were coming, but this 100% confirms it. Foxes are finally coming to Sea of Thieves. So what is it with all the objects then? Well, you may or may not know that in the Season 6 main screen, there are 3 things that depict what happened in the season. In the bottom left, there's golden sands with knives for it and the enchanted compass next to it, depicting Shrouded Islands, the adventure. In the bottom right, there's a dark relic box from Forts of the Forgotten, and in the top right, we can see a boat, the killer whale, in Megalodon jaws, the shrouded deep. Then there's also a veil of the ancients there depicting obviously the season in relation to the veil. So in this, if we look in the bottom left, we can see a journal that has a shark's jaw on it. Possibly the next adventure, Hunter's Cry? In the bottom right / mid-right, we can see the Trident of Dark Tides with the Goldwater skull on it as seen in the Forsaken Hunter. And hanging on the door is a mask. So Amaranta's going to be coming back? That's the only thing I can think of. And then finally in the top mid, we can see a painting of Merrick that has attempted to have daggers stamped through it. One's hit the painting but missed Merrick, and one's hit the wall. Perhaps depicting the third adventure in the season? We'll have to see about that. I believe that's everything. The only last thing we could possibly say is if we zoom in on the Sovereigns, we can see it in more detail, such as harpoons, pulleys, but nothing that we haven't already found out. If you do find anything else that you think is worth noting, please do let me know down in the comments below. There isn't a huge amount more to say, other than, again, it's disappointing news, but I'd much rather a completed, bug-free update than a rushed one that's half-finished and doesn't have that much content in it. Quality over quantity, or in this case, the release date. I imagine it would have been a very hard decision for the developers, so it wouldn't have been made with an easy heart. So it obviously needed delaying. It must be a complete mess right now, to be completely honest with you. It's rare that Sea of Thieves do delay things. I think the last delay, I can't remember the last delay, it might have even been Forsaken Shores, though I feel there was an update after that that got delayed. But they very rarely delay updates. As I say, this has been the first update I've seen them delay in a while, so they certainly must need the extra time. I know with the game itself there are quite a lot of issues right now, so they could be trying to ironing those out as well, such as game crashing, also Megalodon issues currently, and just a lot of problems in general. But anyways, that does just wrap up this video. Let me know what you think of us down in the comments below. As I say, I'm genuinely interested to hear your thoughts. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please do consider leaving a like. It helps out an absolute ton. And subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest Sea of Thieves news as and when it comes out. Especially when they do start teasing more and more about Captaincy closer to the time, and why not hit the bell as well. If you don't want to go the extra mile, you can become a channel member for just a small fee a month. It really helps me out a ton. But anyways, apart from all that, thanks for watching and I'll see you later.